Time runs different in Foley, Alabama.
Where visiting a gypsy is needed before jumping a train.
Doctors prescribe hearty meals from the past.
Ones that'll leave you full and put meat on your dusty bones.
Ride along with bikes, sights, and bites.
Today we're heading over to Foley, Alabama.
It's a short trip from Daphne, but we're definitely not taking the main road.
We're opting for the scenic route instead, which means a nice ride through the country and a slight detour through Magnolia Springs.
Welcome to Foley, Alabama. Located in South Baldwin County, it's just a few miles north of the Gulf beaches.
It's home to about 25,000 people and is mostly known for historic downtown, the massive Tanger outlets, and being a major gateway for everyone heading to the coast. We start at Heritage Park, located right at the intersection of Highway 59 and 98. Established in 1968, this is the hub of downtown Foley.
It's used as a community gathering spot for festivals and events, but it's mostly known for housing the city's historic railroad museum and the old depot.
One of Foley's most recognizable landmarks is the pedestrian bridge over Highway 59.
Foley has a surprisingly active art scene for a small town. The Foley Art Center has been around since 1966, and you'll find very vibrant murals hidden throughout the entire town.
Built in 1908, the Hotel Magnolia is a local icon. This restored boutique inn has served as a hotel and a hospital, and is widely known as one of Alabama's most haunted spots.
So we're at Gypsy Queen's Java. I got the Gypsy.
And I got the Stairway to Heaven. It's a very cool place. It's definitely got like a rock and roll kind of theme to it.
All the drinks are rock and roll songs.
Yeah. Let's
Very
try
cool
them out.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. Very good.
Very good.
Very frothy.
They also have paninis, looks like.
This place is busy. There's about to be a Mardi Gras parade, but it's literally a line going out the door. So very popular point. Crazy. This is the Holmes Medical Museum, which served as Baldwin County's first hospital from 1936 to 1958.
When it finally shut its doors, the story goes that everything was simply left exactly as it was, creating a true time capsule.
The hospital was a vision of Dr. W.C. Holmes, who practiced here alongside his son, Dr. Sibley Holmes. Together they provided the only surgical care between Mobile and Pensacola for decades.
Looking at these tools, I am definitely glad I live in the age of modern medicine. These surgical instruments look more like torture devices than healing tools.
You notice all mannequins are like crazy tall? I don't think that patient made it.
They have an extensive collection of bedpans, which begs the question, how do you want to pee today?
Kenny Stabler, the famous Alabama quarterback, was born here.
Yeah.
Ooh, creepy. It's the baby ward.
Please tell me they don't have like creepy baby dolls over here.
They got a few.
That's just wrong. Oh, this is the Alabama Indestructible doll. How creepy is that?
Alabama what?
It calls it an Alabama Indestructible doll.
This is back in the day when your doctor was your dentist. Sweet potatoes, corn, cotton. Welcome to the Foley Railroad Museum. I think it'd be similar to the ones in Milton, but that's the simple.
But you're not spine. Let's do not overuse the duct tape.
Where are you from?
Daphne.
Oh, good. We're just neighbors. So the train station museum has been here since 1908.
Oh wow.
There was one originally before that, but that burned to the ground and they rebuilt it. John Foley rebuilt it in 1908. And in the 1970s, it was picked up and moved down the street to Magnolia Springs, sat in a field over there. And in the 1990s, they picked it up and moved it back.
This depot was the lifeblood of Foley's economy. It allowed local farmers to ship cattle, corn, and potatoes to markets across the country, transforming a small settlement into a major agricultural hub.
I guess that's the airfield. I wonder where that was at.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna ask, do you know where that's at?
I've
Never heard of it.
I didn't know that either.
It tells you.
Holy cow.
Look at that.
That's a lot
That's a lot of people.
Say that.
Due to the dangerous nature of the training. Crashes, collisions, and ground accidents. Oh, it's nicknamed Bloody Barin.
During World War II, Foley became a literal boomtown thanks to Barin Field. This massive naval training base brought in thousands of sailors and their families almost overnight.
Every spare room in town was rented out, new businesses popped up to meet the demand, and many of the young pilots loved Foley so much they moved back after the war to raise their families here.
Stick with us. In a few minutes, we're going to see if we can find the remnants of this airfield. All aboard!
We've moved over to the crown jewel of the depot, the O-Gauge model train exhibit. This isn't just a hobbyist basement setup. It's a massive 1,200 square foot custom layout with a quarter-mile of track.
Whether you're a die-hard Lionel collector or just love the craftsmanship of a high-end model railroad, this place is a masterclass in scale modeling.
You've got scratch-built scenery, vintage steam locomotives, and even a replica of the famous L&N Hummingbird.
When the lights go down, the whole layout transforms into a glowing night mode masterpiece.
Every tiny street lamp and storefront is individually lit, showing off the incredible detail in the passenger cars and the town's drive-in theater. Its perfect, scale-model city is tucked in for the night.
Is this modeled off of Foley, or is it just a general model?
So some buildings actually exist in Foley today. For example, you can see the old hospital. Is that building right there. And you have the Foley people over there. But the rest of the town is modeled just kind of off the 1940s, 1950s style era.
Welcome to Stacey's Old Time Soda Fountain. This Foley staple has been family owned since 1929.
Stacey's offers hand-dipped ice cream, milkshakes, malts, and floats. If you're hungry, they serve up local favorites like chicken salad, sandwiches, and even hot dogs. It's the popular spot for a vintage lunch.
Nothing beats a classic float, and Stacey uses Barks root beer with that extra bite. It's perfectly creamy, seriously refreshing, and Barks was started right here on the Gulf Coast.
Foley's storefronts really nail that 1950s Americana vibe. Everything is super clean and welcoming.
This is a Hamburg & Sons building. Since the early 1900s, it was the heartbeat of Foley's farming community. The city has done some work to save it, but its future is still very much in doubt.
Just a short ride from the depot, we found it, Barin Field. In 1942, this place turned a quiet farming village into a massive military hub almost overnight.
Barin Field allowed more flight hours than any Navy center in the U.S., training over 5,700 cadets. But it was also called Bloody Barin. 40 men died here in just the first 2 years of the war.
Today, it's still an active naval outlying landing field. You can still see Navy trainers from Whiting Field using these same runways to practice their landings.
Had a little bit of time to kill, so we just rode around Foley in the Gulf Shores area, kind of see what the day brought us. Today we're in Lambert's Cafe in Foley, Alabama. Yeah, Wendy's favorite, right over.
Some of the food rolls.
Yeah, yep. And it's a highly decorated place. Lots of people in here. We waited, what, an hour?
Now look at that bladderbuster. That's your drink.
They do it a little bit different here. They don't just throw rolls. They bring a lot of sides around and just, if you want them, you get them. But you get to order what you want. 2 sides. They have what they call passerelles. And they'll just come and just dump whatever you want on the table. Oh, yeah. Got it.
Very good.
Want to get another one? Oh, look at that sucker.
That is a humongous roll. It's huge. Man, they're good and warm.
Yeah, they're fresh from the oven.
That is better than Logan's or any other one like I got now.
Wow, that's a step out right there.
That's good.
Look how monstrous that is.
Yes,
Look
huge.
how big that is.
It's like 2 rolls in one. They happy to throw it too.
Where you want the apple butter? Right on your roll?
Let's put it right there on the roll.
Here we are. Did you want more than that here?
Let's get some molasses on this side. I'll take a little bit right on top of those potatoes, sir.
Right here?
Yes, ma'am.
More than that, sir?
That's clean.
Alrighty, y'all enjoy, okay?
Y'all got us busting that Sims off.
Yes, I love that. Did you want any of the
I got more food now than when the plate was first delivered.
You leave this place and you're still hungry, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it's a lot of food. And it just keeps coming. I guess you can sit here to your coffee. But black eyed peas are very good. I really like the potatoes. In fact, I favor that over the mashed potatoes, even though the mashed potatoes are real good.
Real good.
The
turnip greens are awesome.
it's all real good. And it's warm. The rolls, and just when they're hot, they're just so much better. They stick.
Don't eat before you come here. Starve yourself for like a couple of days before you come here.
Yeah, and I mean they're giving out take-home trays, so I don't know if we'll be able to take anything home since we're on the bike. And it's just all very good. All right, we're so full, and we thought we'd skip dessert, but this is such a big dining experience. Like, how do we skip dessert? So it was either brownies or a cinnamon roll, and this is what a cinnamon roll looks like. I think it's $5.99 for a 10-inch cinnamon roll. It's huge. It is huge. Definitely cinnamon.
It's a penny pincher. It's Matt!
Well, that's a wrap on Foley. For me, the real highlight was uncovering the Barin Field history. I had no clue this town played such a massive role in World War II.
For me, it was the Holmes Medical Museum. It was just incredible to step back in time and see how far we've progressed. Thanks for tagging along on the ride with us today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay safe out there.